guys, we are back with Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver. This is episode 2. We read whatever chapter 11 was through Claws. Claws was where we had to
Beast
stop.
mode.
Beast mode. Beast mode through Claws. Um, Luckily we didn't accidentally pick like a really bad cliffhanger, but I feel like the shoe is about to drop at the end of what we just read. If you're just dropping in, we're about to ruin everything for you. So I guess gear up or don't and go watch something else, even the first episode of this book. But I need to desperately talk about just like the elephant in the room, which I guess is our main couple, and what a huge crush I have on them, and how horribly they're handling their relationship that's not a relationship. Like, I just need to, I need to vent. I need to vent about it because I'm angry with them. And when I read on that last chapter 1 year later, I almost screamed out loud. Like, I don't even know what to do with myself.
Ask you how you felt about the 1 year later. Because we talked about it last time that, like, how are we going to get through thing? And the answer is 1 year later.
Answer me this. And I know it hasn't been a long time since we read Leather and Lark, but like with the back and forth of the timelines and stuff, I don't know if I'm forgetting, but it really was that long, like between everything that happens with Sloane and Rowan and then like Lachlan and Lark's stuff. Like it really took that long?
Yeah. So we still haven't gotten to the end of Leather and Lark.
No, we haven't. Because I don't think that we would skip over that. There's no way that that just like happened in the background and we're not talking about it. So,
Right.
oh my God, what a long time that I didn't realize that Fionn and Rose are over here just being like, well, I don't know. I don't want to like break the rules because he'll care. And then he's like, I don't want to break the rules because she'll care. And I'm like, neither of you will care. Neither of you will
As,
care.
as angry as you are, imagine how much there would have been if there wasn't the 1 year later mark. Like, how many instances are we missing where they're like, gotta keep my distance?
And they still haven't kissed.
Oh my God. They still haven't kissed.
Cause you know it's gonna be like fireworks.
Fire. Can I say, because hopefully everybody who's still here has read this book. There have been some extremely graphic scenes. Like they have done almost everything. Like if we pulled out a
On
textbook
a
of things
plane.
on a plane, I was gonna say if we pulled out a textbook of things to do in the bedroom, and then I almost stopped myself because I was like, they certainly haven't kept it to there. Like we've done almost everything, but the absolute hottest moment in this entire section for me is when Fionn is dreaming about kissing her. Like just his thought of like, oh my God, if I got my lips on her lips. And I'm like, that's what's the I love it. I love these guys so much. I'm dying.
Cute. This is just like the
So cute.
slowest burn of like love.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think I've ever read such a satisfying, like, friends with benefits book before. Like, this is just so, oh my God, like, you guys. So, yes, I'm bitching about the rules because I really want them to get over the rules, but every single time they break the rules, my heart just like, oh my goodness. Is it just me? Are you guys like also on cloud nine? Am I freaking out for no reason?
Like I was shocked by the 1 year, like the 1 year later time jump. But I'm still in it for the ride, you know? Because like there's all just like it just like adds to the buildup, like breaking the like you said. Same with like the one bed rule. They already broke that, and like instead of like staying on each other's sides, they're cuddling. It's so cute.
Didn't count as breaking the rules.
Every time Fionn would be like, I filed for an exception, like you must not have gotten it. I was just like, stop it with your cute face. Like, oh my God.
The nicknames too, like there's just like so many cute moments. What did he call her? Mayhem.
Mayhem. I there are so many moments where I'm just like, what? What did you just do? What did you just say? And my heart just like, oh, it dies. It dies all over again.
why, but like I think the cutest moment for me so far is when he shows up at the circus, like goes with her and Chad's there, and he has an immediate breakdown. He's just like, we're not exclusive, but I thought we were exclusive, but I can't be upset, but I'm
And like, I mean, like the best part of that is that like he even kind of knows, but he won't say it. Like he's upset because he wants to be with her, but then he's like, "Yeah, no, it's totally okay. This was just like a sex thing, so like it's fine if we weren't exclusive. Like I'm just gonna go, okay, bye." And she's like, "You think I'd be doing that guy? Like this one over here?" I was like, "Thank God." Since we're talking about the chapter hurdles, can I just say that I can't remember the last time I've laughed that hard at a chapter of a book. And it just like crept up on me so quickly and was like, I think the culmination of like everything I've loved about their banter and just like, especially Rose's, like really just like off kilter one liners. Just like him, like Chad accidentally impaling himself on a fence was hilarious, but just like their back and forth in that moment where he's like, Rose, I'm a doctor, I've got to go check on him, and she's like, well, don't try too hard, and it just like I was dying laughing, like absolutely dying, like their whole like, oh, I don't know if hurdles is a good idea. I was like, oh my God, wow, that
Yeah, it
yeah,
was pretty funny.
yep.
I
I
just
I can't.
I like that he's like still what do you say, like loyal in a way, in the
Mhm.
sense of being a doctor and saving people, just because like there's like that goodness in him.
Mhm.
She's also good too in different ways.
Oh yeah, no, it's like it's really interesting because a lot of this book is like the two of them like finding and fighting against, but like claiming like the dark parts of their personalities. But it's like, yeah, they're so clearly both such good people. Even like beyond the doctor thing, it's like, okay, so we know like Fionn definitely like wants to kill people, and now like going straight from being a voyeur in like Fight Club life to like fully just becoming part of Fight Club life, like he has this darker side to him, but he also tells her like, go back to the RV, I'm gonna call 911, I'm gonna handle this, and she's like, no, 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 I don't want you to clean up my mess. And it's like he owns it. He's like, it's not your mess, like we're doing this together, like we are, like he's like, we're part of a team basically. And I'm like, yeah, be in love.
It's not love, Brooke. They're just friends with the benefits.
Yes, they're just friends for sure. No feelings whatsoever.
So funny because like those feelings, they just point to love, but they won't admit it.
The thing that keeps playing in the back of my mind through like all of these scenes when, they keep going back and forth on, we keep going back and forth between their point of views and hearing both of them be like, oh, I wonder if he would, or like, I wonder if she would. And I just keep hearing Rose like saying to him, I love you, Fionn Kane. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to get to that scene again. And like I already know what happens, but I just can't wait to like see it again after all of this and see what comes after it.
It makes me excited to do like a reread at some point,
Mm,
knowing like their relationship. Because I
yeah.
remember being so shocked when she just like out of the blue to us at the time just says I love you, and we're just like, they had a relationship? Like what happened? How do we get
Yeah,
to this point?
because it was really hard to like see into their relationship, and it's like,
Oh
are
my
they hooking up? Are they like totally oblivious to each other? Like what is going on? And yeah, you just get these little glimpses, and then all of a sudden she's like, I love you. And I know I was shocked, but I think we were all shocked at the end of Leather and Lark, where we were like, oh, they've been like hooking up this whole time? Like they've been friends with benefits this whole time?
whole
Like for why?
right, because like we weren't sure if they were hooking up or not, because there was definitely like the banter and the tension between them.
Yeah.
Then to find out they hook up the next day immediately.
Yes, I was like so surprised by that. Hot.
It was so fun for me to see these scenes of like mostly Butcher and Blackbird, but we also got a couple Leather and Lark scenes so far. And like see them from the other side, like see see these scenes that we've read and loved, and then like, yeah, see it from like another point of view. And I just, yeah, I absolutely loved it. Even like, as much as I immediately got like upset again about like the miscommunication when Lark texts Rose and is like, Rowan broke up with Sloane, and like and they're both like, I'm gonna kill him, like I'm gonna stab him in the balls. And she's like, yeah, what did she say? Like, yeah, Rose said she was gonna stab him in the balls. Lark, I forget what she said she was gonna do, and then she was like, don't, like, save the eyes for Sloane, they're for her. And Rose is like, oh good, because I don't like eyes. And it was just like the three of them are so funny.
Oh, what did it say?
wanted to
I'm going
back.
to knife that fucker in the balls. You take the
Yep.
balls. I'll go for the throat. Sloan will want the eyes.
Yep.
Good. I
So
hate
good.
the eyes.
So good.
Um, I wanted to go back and read Butcher and Blackbird because there's a part where Rose is like, and Sloane's looking at me like she doesn't trust me, like she knows that I can't, like, she made a comment about like what she thought Sloane was thinking, and I was like, I don't remember Sloane thinking something along those lines, but
Oh,
that could be my
either.
memory.
I remember like Sloane's thoughts in the scene, like when she's first meeting Rose about like how like what is she to Fionn, and like are the two of them together? Like I remember her having those thoughts of like she's really cool, like is this happening? But yeah, we'll have to go back and reread them for sure. So
I mean,
funny.
she definitely made an impression in Butcher and Blackbird. You know, just coming with a broken leg, like having no, like, who is this woman to Fionn,
Yeah.
and why did she? And then she attacked Rowan with the bat. Is it the bat? Yeah. No, her crutch. Sorry, her crutch.
Yes. Yep, and he starts calling her Banshee, which I had kind of forgotten that until I read this, and I was
I
like,
forgot that too.
"Oh, that's right." Yeah. Yeah, oh my goodness. Like, I absolutely love them, and then there's the other part of me that's just so frustrated with them. Like, how did he let her leave? Like, and like, I get, like, we fabricated this whole thing where she's like, "I've gotta go, like, I've gotta, like, pull the heat off of you from, like, Matt Cranwell," but, like, a year, like it's been a year and a month now since then, and they're just like going about their long distance relationship like nothing happened.
The biggest, like, you have to suspend your like belief there is that it's taken Matt Cranwell that long to get his revenge. Like, he didn't wait out for a perfect moment.
Yeah, although part of me wonders if like Matt Cranwell was like, oh okay, well she's gone, like it is what it is, and now I wonder if he's gotten it into his head to take it out on Fionn.
I just feel like it was delayed. I feel like it would have been a faster, I'm gonna take it out on Fionn based on his character.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Although, you know, it seems like he was dealing with his wife separating from him and taking his children and leaving.
Oh, I wonder what could cause that. Oh,
I was
Fionn's
proud of her.
entire conversation with him, where he was like, "Oh, what are you? You're accusing me of these things, but I wonder what you could have done to have preempted them."
Yeah, I was so proud of Ian for everything that he said in that moment. Yeah. Matt Cromwell dies by the end of this book. Like, do we all agree like he dies in a gruesome, gruesome murder?
Oh, for
Good.
sure. Maybe like the other
I
eye.
think Fionn has to be the one that does it too, right? Like, is
Yeah.
that going to be Fionn first? Oh,
You know, Jamie, when you mentioned the other eye, I was like, is this the perfect Avengers mashup where all six of them do it together?
Amazing, actually.
And like, you know, Fionn is like gonna deal the death blow, of course, but Rose has like done everything else, and like, you know, she's about to like try to stab him in the eye, and she's like, she's like, I can't do it, and Sloane's like, I got you.
I feel like this would be like a really good lead up because, and I know you mentioned you didn't like that Fionn like let her go, but she had mentioned, you know, she might find a place in Boston, and how it was so cute how he was so excited because it might give him a chance to like also be another reason for him to move back to Boston to be with her and also with his brothers.
Yeah. That's where I see this ending, honestly. Like
Yeah.
I've always seen like Fion's got to come back to Boston. Like the three have to get back together and like all six of them just need to be like within a 60-minute drive of each other. Um and like I said that we didn't really leave off on a cliffhanger, but like I love how he's like, can I come like get you and can I drive you home so we can like talk about stuff in the car? And my immediate thought after the oh, that's really cute was oh no, what goes horribly, horribly wrong so that car ride doesn't happen? And I don't know.
Did not think that.
Maybe okay if that car ride doesn't happen because it's leading to the sexy clown scene that I'm not looking forward to.
You're not looking forward to sexy clown scene?
Wasn't that the sexy clown
No.
scene? No, but she changed. So like when he went to her okay, no, did I misread it?
Well, she
It
put the
was really
clown
late.
outfit on to go do like so not only is it clown, but it's spooky clown. So like, I was
From
really
like
put off.
the top up, like head up was spooky.
Yes, but she like goes and puts on like the full outfit, like over the lingerie that she's wearing when he shows
Oh, I
up.
thought it was just like regular clothes. Okay.
No, it because he says it's like all baggy and stuff, and that it like now it kind of completes the look, and now he's like a little more put off by like the whole ensemble. Because she's going to go do like a spooky like Halloween thing. And
Okay.
Brooke personally does not like clowns, like regular
Oh,
clowns. I'm just
I
not a
don't
fan.
either.
Like and like I don't have nightmares about them, but like I just rather not. It's just like it's something I'm not interested in. Then you show me Spooky Clown, and my Halloween love immediately comes out, and I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, I wouldn't be into regular sexy clown. I might be into spooky sexy clown.
No.
Like, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Wasn't into
I mean,
that.
Make it spooky, and you could convince me.
Well, I liked that Fionn, when he first sees her, is like conflicted. Because on one hand, she's hot, but then and then the whole get up with the clown is like, oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, the like skeletal clown makeup. Like, maybe not. Mm, yeah. What do you guys think is
clown
coming?
scene.
So Elena, do you think that he's gonna go like pick her up from work and then start sexy clown scene?
Worried about. Like, I hope no, but I think yes.
Okay.
Like, you'd be
Um
okay with no further sexy clown scenes? Okay, same.
anyone
Or like
who is
or like,
listening to this
that's it.
alone just missed that face and that makes me sad for you. Elena's face when sexy clown scene is proposed is great. Um I could take or leave sexy clown depending on if it's spooky or not. For this car ride home, I feel like the two options are something goes sideways and car ride doesn't happen, or like goes sideways and like they're upset with each other and then car ride. So we don't have the conversation we're going to have, or we get in the car and conversation goes sideways. Like, do you guys have any thoughts about where this is going? Like, help my anxiety a little
Or
bit.
or it's another time jump.
No.
And they just drive off and that was it.
1 year later.
1 year later.
Oh my god, she's looking ahead. She's looking ahead.
Brooke,
Just to the
I do
next
not
page.
like
That's all.
you.
I just looked at the next page. That's it.
What was the title?
Just did a quick scanny scan for any 1 year later lines. Just a baby one. Do you want me to tell you what the title of the next chapter is?
I mean, we already know, right?
Do we? Do we in this moment? Do you
It
guys
was
know?
it was in the chat when I did the
Haunt or
breakdown.
something. Haunting.
Oh,
Haunt
haunted.
something.
Like a haunted house. Oh my god, we're getting more clown, aren't we?
We're
Brooke is
getting more
Brooke is so
clown.
excited. Her
You
face
know
just like lit up.
you know what? That's the beauty about these books is sometimes you go, I didn't know I was into spooky clown, but now I do. Thanks, Bryn Weaver. Oh man, I'm gonna be regretting saying that when we get back here for the last episode. I'm gonna be like, that scene was the stuff of my nightmares. I'm still really excited, and I think this is partially because I'm a horror fan, but I think that I've mentioned that I wanted there to be some sort of like funhouse mirror scene, and then I don't know if we talked about it in this specific sense, but the minute that they were like, "Ooh yeah, like I have sort of like a kink about like if you try to chase me and find me and like hunt me down," and I was like, "That would be great in a hall of mirrors." And I think it's just like the spooky part of me that would absolutely love to see that play out. So maybe that's what maybe we're going for like a haunted hall of mirrors with some spooky clown makeup.
Like another chase scene because they did do one,
They
and that was
did.
that was
They
hot.
did. Yes, that was great. I loved it.
So I
Yeah.
think that was the same scene with the concession stand, right? Should we talk about it?
Yeah. I will never look at cotton candy the same way, and not entirely in the same different way that I look at pizza, beer, and ice cream, oddly enough.
I'll
Hmm.
still eat pizza. I'll still drink beer.
Yeah, but like there are moments where I think about those things and I go, ew. And this was kind of like, huh, cotton candy.
Candy, I'm not really like a big sweets person, so it's not something that I would even gravitate towards.
Yeah.
I I will say that I appreciated that he cleaned it, the plug. I was like, that's nice. That is so
Woo!
If
thoughtful.
he had
What were you gonna say, Elena?
if he hadn't,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
end sentence, period, that's
right.
it.
I have to say, when we were reading the trigger warnings and I was joking about them using something different as a wand for the cotton candy, I don't know, like I thought he would be using a part of himself as a wand for the cotton candy personally. That's what I thought we were going for. I don't know why I didn't think sex
Interesting.
toy. Why didn't that not occur to me?
That didn't occur to me either.
I know. Like this isn't my first Bryn Weaver book. Why didn't I think that?
It felt
Seeing it,
like
it made more sense.
I felt like I'm not sure how to explain this, but like in the moment, right, while this is all happening, I felt like it kind of stalled because when you're imagining this, right? And like you're thinking, okay, you see the cotton candy machine. I gotta turn it on. I gotta wait till it heats up. I gotta get the sugars. I gotta make the cotton candy. I'm just like
Yeah, like we got a full play-by-play of how to make cotton candy. Like that was the foreplay
I
of the scene was
know,
how to make cotton
right?
candy.
And I'm just like, so are they just standing around while this is happening?
Cotton candy. Yeah. I thought that the scene was very creative. I thought it was funny and I thought it was very appropriate for the two of them. Like there was nothing in that scene that I was like, "Ah, yes. This seems very out of context for the two of you." I was like, this is exactly the type of shit that you guys would be up to right now." Yep. I do have to say though, because in that scene I was like, oh good, we finally got to the part with the cotton candy and the hot dogs. Guys, where are the hot dogs and how are they going to be used? I'm still terrified.
They keep mentioning it, and I'm so scared.
They come up constantly. Someone is always eating a hot dog. They're on rollers. There's the smell of hot dogs. I'm like, at what point does someone's appendage become a hot dog? I like, and you know what? If Matt Cramwell is the one eating the hot dog that's not a hot dog, fine. But I'm still gonna be grossed out.
So scared.
Haunting it now. Like, that's what I think every time a hot dog comes up. I'm like, why are we just like you put it in the trigger warnings. Everyone knows something's coming. The very first chapter was Matt Cranwell eating a hot dog, and I texted you guys being like, hot dog already, and then nothing happened.
Yeah, you're right. We're
Yeah.
being taunted and haunted. By hot dogs. What if there's the hot dog in the next chapter called Haunted?
The hot dog is named Haunted?
No, the hot dog is in the next chapter, and the chapter is called Haunted.
I was like, oh no, we're
By hot dog.
anthropomorphizing hot dogs.
It's very likely.
I
That
don't
is
know.
The spooky clowns are gonna eat the hot dog.
As long as they're actual hot dogs.
See how Matt Cranwell would eat a hot dog shaped object. Because I would think it was him that it would be taken off of.
Ooh. You know what I just pictured? The way that Matt Cranwell dies is him being forced to eat something that looks an awful lot like a hot dog.
That was my thought, but neither of these main characters do that kind of thing. That's like a classic Sloan or Lark thing to do.
Or is that something that Fionn is going to unlock inside of himself? That, like, fuck with my lady, and I'm going to feed a piece of you to yourself in a hot dog
That's
bun.
crazy.
I wouldn't put it past him, is all. He is the brother of Rowan and Lachlan. He could do it. Yeah.
Yeah, we shouldn't
Um,
underestimate these characters.
no. Anything could happen. Side notes. The fact that Barbara came back, I absolutely love, and that she
Yeah.
is a circus performing raccoon makes my heart so happy. Could not have been happier when Fionn's just like, is that Barbara? I was like, yeah, Barbara.
Living the life.
Living the life. Yeah. She's like, yeah, I just picked her up. Like she fell and hurt her paw, so I adopted her.
Cute.
So cute. Yeah. What else? What other things did I know that I had to yell about? Is there anything that was really bothering you guys? Or that you absolutely loved?
Uh, just that Rose continues to be really bad at unaliving, and I just think it's really cute and endearing that she's so bad at it.
It was great that Fionn brought that up. He was like, you're not a professional at this. Like, I'm gonna need you to stop doing things that are gonna get you caught by the police.
A backstory there that we haven't gotten yet for like why she switched from poison to herself. Someone accidentally died in her tattoo, but we haven't like gotten any more information, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, we did get a lot of really nice backstory for her. And like we still have questions, but I thought it was nice that, we finally heard more about um the stuff that has happened in her past, and like especially that, yeah, it sounds like at least the way that I'm assuming it went is that she gave poison to someone to kill her significant other that was hurting her, and I'm not sure if she used it to kill herself or if like he used it against her instead. um but yeah, I was like, oh, that is very sad for Rose. Any theories on you guys' part? No,
Nope.
Jamie's like, nah, I'm just gonna, when it comes, I'm gonna read it. We're gonna be sad.
Pretty much. That's my MO.
Here for the vibes. It is nice, I have to say, especially after the last book we read, which was Onyx Storm. It's kind of nice to not have too much to dig into. Like you really gotta find stuff to theorize over in this book. It's just like it's been such a fun ride. I've really been enjoying it, and I keep trying to figure out where this book lands for me, and it's either first or second. And I just don't know where, and I was leaning toward first, but I'm wondering if it's because it's been a while. Like this is like the shiny new couple that I really really like, and going back and seeing like little bits of Sloan and Rowan, I was like, no, like Brooke, you really really loved the two of them. Like they were so fantastic. So I think I'd have to read like both books like back to back, like one right after the other, to figure out which of these couples I liked more. But safe safe to say that I have a huge crush on these guys. And just the writing. The writing is really, really fantastic.
Yeah, it's crazy to think like when we were reading the first two books, I honestly had doubts about the third. And because
Same.
I was let down, to be honest, with
Mhm.
Leather and Lark. So I wasn't sure how this would live up to it,
Mhm.
or the first one. But I'm really surprised how much I'm loving it so far, and I just think it's because of these characters and the writing, of course.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like it's gonna be top for me.
Mm. Yeah, what about you, Elena? What are you feeling?
I I don't know if it's because we haven't read them in a while, but I definitely think in my current mind, this is my favorite couple. I just feel like they're more relatable. And like there's still a lot you have to suspend your disbelief for, but in general, they're less serial killery and more like, oh, that's a person who is has some questionable morals sometimes. Not morals, but like you know what I'm saying? Like takes it a
Yeah,
little bit too far.
no, like really good people, really like good
Mhm.
normal people with just like some stabby tendencies. Like, yeah, they're much more relatable out of the six of them, which I would say is a fairly high bar actually.
Totally forgot she climbed to the back of Eric's car or truck with her knife, her broken leg, to
But
unalive him,
can I
not even
also
think about the consequences.
can I also say that Bryn has made me a little less eye rolly about this with the second scene with Matt Cranwell, but the first time Matt Cranwell just like pops up and like sees Rose, because I'm not disagreeing that he could probably figure out that Rose was the person that hurt him, like seeing the person that was doing the tarot reading having a broken leg. But it was when he was like, yeah, like where Eric what's his face went. And I was like, sir, how? And then I was like, okay. In the next scene, when I was reminded that he's a police officer and that like she was seen in the area, I was like, okay, but still, really?
Right.
Like,
And because like he knew that she had purchased a knife
yeah,
at the shop. So
yeah,
she like, she was around the time with Eric.
yeah,
So
doing
it's just
doing
him.
suspicious stuff.
Right. And it's just him piecing things together.
Yeah.
Say the 1 year later mark on the chapter, one of my very first thoughts was the body should be decomposed by now, right? Like there's the staples should be gone.
That's true. That is very true. Like they've gone through a whole like warm season in Nebraska, because that would be the other thing. I'd be like, maybe it's cold enough in Nebraska that like the skin would stay together, but definitely like a full summer even in Nebraska, that skin is definitely deteriorated enough that the staples aren't there anymore.
A
Oh,
lake or a stream or a river somewhere.
Yeah, he got eaten by a bear for sure.
or or the staple gun hit bone and it's still there on the skull. You're welcome.
I don't There's no way that this book ends with like them figuring out that she did it. I think it's just like it's a nice I like that this is the first time that we have to be worried about one of our serial killers getting caught. Like, there's never been a worry in my mind for anybody else. And now all of a sudden it's like, ooh, will she, won't she?
Oh my god. Imagine Britain pulls a fast one and she does get caught and they go from long distance circus to Nebraska to long distance prison. Like one of them ends up in prison.
I would hate that.
No way.
Because
It could be a
that's
cute
not like a misdemeanor. That's not like a you're away for a year and we can do another 1 year later. That's gonna be like a 50 years later.
That's true. It could be a love letter trope though.
I don't think I can get behind a relationship that is entirely based on love letters and conjugal visits. It's just not it's not my thing. Nope. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm very excited to finish this book. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I could just like keep gushing about the two of them for forever and worrying about where the hot dog is gonna fall. And um, yeah, but I won't. I think we can just keep it at that. Go read more book, unless anybody has any final thoughts, worries, hopes. All right, we're going. We're doing it. Let's finish this book. We'll meet back here next week. Talk about all of it together. Thanks, guys. Bye.